Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Mr. Blubberbutter, and welcome back to what is probably the last video of the vanilla, normal Soma game. Not custom maps or anything. I don't know if there are any monsters here, but this is Phi. This is where I'm supposed to be releasing the Ark. I don't see or hear anything. There is some WoW growth here. It actually looks pretty tame compared to some of the other places. So that's interesting. Looks relatively normal. I don't see blood and guts. I don't see... Where? Oh, good. Okay, I get to talk to Catherine. A lot's happened since last time.
Catherine, can you hear me?
I hear you. This is Phi. What happened to town?
Oh, so much.
Actually, but we're back on schedule now.
Did you find the Ark?
I did, but I kind of lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to Phi, so it should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it.
There we go. Let's talk. I should tell you all the things that happened.
Alright. Phi is up and running.
Sweet. Can I talk? Apparently not. I need to go find another healing thing. Well, it's playing ominous
Find out
music.
what happened to the Ark team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those.
Oh, you never know. Site map. Storage. So that's where I need to go, right? Arc control. Oh, dude. This is it. This is the end of the game.
A satellite is loaded into a shell. The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the power. Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before regression. Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
Okay. What's the point of this? I think these are engineers. They don't need to be told the really basic, dumbed-down version of what they're doing. Is that the end of that? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I already looked at this thing. Site map, overview, staff activity. Incoming. Wait, these people are alive? No, they're dead. I saw a lot of them die. Outgoing. One last visit. I don't know what this means, but...
This feels like the longest day of my life. Has it just been one day?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
What time is it? What day?
It's May 11th, 2004, 3:30 a.m., but I don't remember when we started.
Huh. Dude, so much has happened. Am I not supposed to go down here just yet? What is that? Loading dock. Okay, so that'll be where I finish.
I woke up in my bed today. It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I?
It's so deeply philosophical. I think I'm safe here. I hope I'm not wrong. Power relays.
It's crazy to think where I am. Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comet, I guess it was okay.
Yeah. Better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
WoW loves bathrooms. There's some weird obsession with genitalia. It's a giant butthole monster.
What will you do when you get into the Ark? What's the first thing?
Make sure the Ark is safe, stabilize flight path, activate solar panels.
What's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Oh. Watch the clouds roll by? Does that count?
I'd say so.
Sorry, I just want to explore around here like this is all new. And probably the last thing I'll have the chance to. I thought I heard something, so I'm gonna keep one ear out for just a second. So was WoW trying to stop me from launching the Ark? Did it, like, need the scans in the Ark or something? Or was it just kind of pissed at me because I was kind of poisonous? But then it wasn't really killing me. It was just picking me up, dragging me around, and dropping me. Like, if it wanted to kill me, it easily could have. Let's go this place. I obviously had to open this door. Swipe Omni tool. Well, I can't. So maybe that's the place I have to go finally, so I have to go this way for now. Hopefully there's no monsters down here. Can't even see what's below me. I guess it makes sense. I don't actually have a neck. I had... like, my head was gone and then they stuck the machine in, so it would make sense that I have limited mobility. There it is. This is the gun, isn't it? Oh. I'm excited in that... oh, this is the energy. Why'd I take it out? I'm excited in that we're going to complete our objective, but I already told you, based on this universe, for some unknown reason, you can't transfer consciousnesses. They've never explained that and said why that's the case at all. Huh. Oh, okay, I see. I need to go get the chip to unlock specific doors. They've never explained that or said why that's the case. It makes no sense because we have the technology right now to transfer something over. You move it over. Now, granted, and I didn't think about this, but this actually kind of ties into that one dude's continuation theory, where if you killed yourself after you did the scans, that you would actually literally be on the Ark. Because I guess that's all that transferring is. You're taking the data and moving it over and just deleting it as you go, right? I mean, that's kind of what's happening. So it really... I mean, I think if you're thinking in terms of data, it'd be the same thing. I mean, because... I mean, you are transferring... I don't know. I didn't think about it, but, like... that makes sense, I guess. But still, it makes no... there's no reason for them to say that you can't actually... will I unlock it if I use it? It just doesn't seem to make sense to me, the way they set that up. Oh. No, still nothing. So I don't know why, but according to their universe anyway, I'm not going to be on the Ark. Catherine's not going to be on the Ark. We're going to have separate versions of us on the Ark. So I don't know if they're going to...
Alright, found the Ark.
Good job, Simon. Now we just need to find the assembly space so we can stuff the Ark into a shell.
So the ending is obviously going to be us left behind, so Simon can go feel horrible about himself because it's, you know, cliche horror movie ending to have the hero... is this where I came from? Oh no, this is the actual...
I think I found the assembly space.
What do you see?
It's like a huge open shell, a bullet ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the Ark.
On it.
That's Catherine. That's Catherine, isn't it?
Are you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Was you guys worried about WoW taking over?
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We made it to save them. To launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark! I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down.
Get away from me! No!
What the fuck did you do?
It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine.
Oh, God. Catherine,
Did you say something?
it's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine. Don't worry, it's better this way.
I'm gonna go pick up Catherine. So that's interesting. They had a fight over it. And she got killed.
How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
That's gotta be rough.
How could they kill me?
Catherine,
I know I'm not an easy person to like. I just thought they trusted me.
come on. Don't do this to yourself.
Oh, I'm not supposed to pick her up. Just kidding then.
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There were some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one. Someone you'd never hold back with.
I'll be your friend.
Oh, pity friendship? Now I feel even worse.
Do you think the Ark will make it through the atmosphere and into space?
It almost doesn't matter anymore. We just need to try. If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With
What?
the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Still, one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
Well, I'm scared to do anything because I don't want to interrupt the dialogue. There's a lot of stuff happening here. I want to see it all. What happened? Why is the blood dragged all the way back this way? I don't even know where she was killed. Payload detected. Well, yeah. It's just gonna end the game.
Is that it?
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Contact up and we'll head out to the gun.
Okay. Dude, this is it. This is the end of the game. I really hope they're tasteful with it. I know Simon's going to be left behind, but please let them have some sort of positive spin on it. Let him like come to grips with it and realize that what he's done for humanity. If they just end this in a horrible note just because they think it's artistic, it would be really, really lazy writing. And I'm really worried that they're going to do that because with the exception of some of the stupid enemy designs, this game has been a really good game. that like some of the enemies were just really horrible and just got in the way. Particularly the ones at Theta, and then most recently this butthole worm were really just not very well designed. But the writing in this game has been really good. The story, the plot, they've created a believable world, and I actually feel bad about my decisions and stuff. They've done a good job. Please don't let them fuck this up at the end.
Now what?
It'd be so
We
lazy.
just need to get the shell into the gun and then, kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat, and I'll guide you through the final steps.
Oh, now I go back down? Is that what I'm doing? Or am I? Is it this one? This is where I came. Oh, I can go back out if I want. Or, no, this is the place I need to go. Oh, did I choose the wrong one? Oh, it's outside? There we go. Guys, we're almost at the end. This has been a good game. Stressful. It's gonna be a while before I pick up a horror game again. Kind of freaky looking. Okay, so I need to go there, I assume. So is the pressure getting to that thing? Dude. So that's where it's gonna launch from. Holy cow. It's a giant fucking gun. Oh, and that's that. Okay. So we've officially hit the last thing we can explore. Whatever happens here is the end of the game. No more choices, nothing. Let's go.
Oh. I'll never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat. Comfortable?
As
No.
good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
Okay.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Am I supposed to aim at this? Oh. Oh, that's easy. I just look at it and it goes. That is easy to use. Oh, I have to click to make it go down. I have to hold click to make it go down. Oh, I can zoom in. Is there anything else to see here? Oh. I can move it anywhere. Interesting. I wonder if there's any, like, secret hidden here. Alright, holding click makes it go. Interesting little segment. She was right about it being notoriously easy. What?
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
I really hope she's not going to betray our trust. I can't right click or anything. This is...
What are you waiting for?
Just bracing myself.
Well, push the button when you're done.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank you, Simon.
Guys, I'm too invested in this. I literally feel sick to my stomach.
I want you to know I appreciate it.
Because we're about to say goodbye, right? Because I'm going to be left behind.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth.
No kidding. Okay, she's good. Oh, come on.
10 seconds. 9, 8,
This is how they're going to end it.
7, 6,
You gotta be kidding me!
4, 3,
Come on, load!
2,
Yes! Fuck yeah, we made it! Woo! I'm still here. I'm still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen.
But you didn't correct him the other times he mentioned it.
You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon and Omicron, just like the man.
There is no coin toss.
Toronto 100
That's an
years
entirely
ago.
different person.
This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
Oh, fuck this. Fuck. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance. You
Fuck!
What does that say?
Please don't leave me alone. Catherine?
Ah,
Catherine?
such lazy writing. It was entirely unnecessary. Like, being left behind, again, it doesn't make any logical sense, but for the purpose of this world, that does make sense. And you could argue that artistically it does present something because we completed it, but from the perspective of the original people left behind, it doesn't feel like it is complete. And honestly, just for the game's sake, they could have ended it with the first time you copied over, and you left that Simon back there at the beginning, Simon 2, and this is Simon 3, or whatever Simons there are. But the first time you copied over and became a new character, the original character there would have woken up and been in the same situation. So they're kind of, giving it back to you, making you feel like nothing. And I get the artistic idea behind it, but all the bad things happening, him not coming to grips with it and freaking out, and not understanding why he didn't cross over, didn't seem to make much sense, because he knew it before. He already had a traumatic experience with it before. It doesn't seem likely he would have forgotten it. Catherine didn't explain it to him when he was saying it incorrectly over and over again, and then them randomly killing off Catherine so that you were left all alone and your last words were, "Don't leave me alone." That, entirely unnecessary. It's really cliche, it's really lazy. That's done for every horror game now. It seems very common to just have some horrible ending because it's supposed to be artistic. It was only effective the first few times it was happening. Now it's become such a part of the cliched horror genre, it's just lazy at this point. So I'm really disappointed. The writing had been so great up to that point. Oh well. I get their artistic point. It really seems lazy to me. A lot of it was unnecessary. And so is Catherine dead now? Did the chip overload because of her emotions and it'll come back, or is it broken because of the water pressure? Is Simon actually left alone? I left WoW alive, and I don't know why WoW was eating me before, so who knows. On the other hand, you could argue that, according to this world, Simon will help WoW in paving the way for the other humans that are to be created. So in that instance, it's not horrible. He'll go on. He'll help reconstruct the Earth, probably. You know, things will continue, but that ending seemed a bit unnecessary. All in all, though, it was a good game. The ending was lazy, like I said, but the writing up until then was really, really good, really solid. They brought up a lot of philosophical points. It felt believable. I felt very invested, and I even felt sick to my stomach just watching the end because I was waiting to see what horrible thing would happen. That I knew would happen because, like I said, it's cliched, lazy, but, you know, I really cared about the decisions I made. Hey, I have arms and legs again.
Whoa. Is this... Did it work?
Well then. I'm still not taking back what I said. It was still lazy writing. And it really seemed out of place and out of nowhere. Trying to make an artistic point that just didn't fit. But this is nice to have this. So at least from someone's perspective, you won. What I wonder about the Ark is, do you have your idea of how you look, or do you actually look like how you look? And then, do you never die? So are they kind of damned to live for thousands of years, or could they die if at some point they get tired of living for a couple thousand years? Something interesting to think about. This is nice. Hey, I can go in water and not be worried about bad things. Can I breathe underwater? That's the question. It appears that I can breathe underwater. So on the waterfall. Oh, the waterfall isn't working. This is really cool. I'm glad they included this. So I'm guessing at this point what probably happened was they had two endings and they were trying to decide on them and just decided, hey, fuck it, we'll throw both of them in. And it does work. I think some of the things they did to Simon back at Tau was... or Phi was completely unnecessary. But I like that they added this little thing. This seems a little out of place. If you're reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. The survey is designed to give the developers a better chance of understanding your subjective experience and how to improve your well-being. Please continue with the survey. How would you describe your physical condition? I feel normal. How would you describe your mental condition? I feel normal. How would you describe your senses? As expected. Oh, I feel more sensitive to and aware of my surroundings. Now I feel normal. Describe the sensation of your new condition. I don't like it. It's disconcerting. It's depressing. No, it feels pleasant. Imagine, though, if you were to answer all of these poorly, you would just kind of be stuck here in some sort of eternal hell. So that's not cool to think about unless you have some way of deleting yourself. Are you troubled by the fact that you are no longer strictly human? No, I feel fine. How do you perceive your new existence? It's a direct continuation of my previous self. Will it be worth living? Yes, as much as my previous life. Yeah. I mean, would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? No. Your answers have been saved. Thank you for participating. Interesting. So all's here. This is cool. Oh! Well, it's a floating city. That's cool. So they have nature, they have... Well, I mean, you could presume totally clean energy since all of this is fake.
Catherine?
That's Catherine. Look at it. I mean, it's small because there aren't very many people, but still. How do we get over there? There's just an ocean.
Catherine!
But no water monsters.
I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, Simon. Everything's all right now.
No, the Earth is actually pretty destroyed. I mean, I don't know if there's necessarily no life on Earth, but you never know. Oh, then. So all the symbolism stuff really comes down to this moment, floating off and representing hope. As I said, I don't think Earth is totally doomed on its own. I think WoW will eventually go and create the new evolution of humanity. And stuff like that. So, it's a fitting end. I know I complained a lot about the original ending, and I don't think it's unwarranted. I still think it's lazy. It's not the end of the world. Like, I get their point. It was more artistic, and if I was more open to the artistic meaning and less invested in the character, I maybe wouldn't care as much. But I cared a lot about Simon, so when they just kind of fucked him up at the end, that was kind of annoying to me. Oh, hey, it's together. It was Catherine. That's pretty cool. She seems to be drifting apart, though. So I'll wrap this up before that happens. This has been Soma. It's been a good game. I've liked it. There were a couple hiccups. I hated Theta. I didn't like that worm monster. For the sake of the worm monster, I will admit, it's possible I just didn't understand what I was doing. There might have been things that I could have done better. So there was that. I'll give that one. For Theta, it really was just kind of annoying. Didn't seem to be handled too well. And a couple of the monster designs did seem to be kind of lazy, but most of the writing was really good, especially the plot, the way they told it in the background. It had such a deep and rich and such a huge amount of story told more subtly through background text and things. That's really good. I've talked about how subtlety is huge for writers and game creators and stuff like that, and these people know how to do it perfectly. How there's all the story in the background that you can find. Not all of it's just thrown in your face. They aren't making you see everything that you need to see, but they let you discover it and find the story, and that was really well done. But I mean, Frictional Games is kind of known for being really great with the writing. The ending, I still felt, just didn't seem to make sense. They just seemed to just have a bad ending because it was supposed to have a bad ending as a horror game. It kind of, to me, seemed to come out of nowhere. It was foreshadowed enough that I knew that he was going to be left behind, but his reaction didn't seem to make sense based on what he should have known. The chip just breaking. They did mention a couple times that the chip might be falling apart. For it to suddenly break like that and just leave him alone, to me, that was an unnecessary thing to do. But, I mean, I get the artistic and emotional point they wanted to leave behind, and then give you the good positive ending so you could still feel like it was still somewhat concluded. And that's part of the point, is that it wasn't concluded for Simon who left behind. He didn't get to experience his full adventure. He specifically talked about that when they created the second Simon, and he became the second Simon. He was looking back at the original character you were playing as. I'm still annoyed that they kept talking about a coin toss, because there was no coin toss. It was literally a second character. The only reason we carried on into the second, or rather third, Simon was because the game needed you to get to the conclusion. And then at the end, for the sake of being artistic and explaining the point and really hitting it home, they left him behind. As I talk about the ending more, I'm coming more okay with it. I still feel like the last little bit was unnecessary, so there was that. But at this point, I'm rambling about the ending. This was a good game. I highly recommend it. There are a couple things I will do, but I'm about to go on a bit of a fast from Steam and everything while I study for tests, so this is the last game I'll be playing for a little while. But there are apparently some secrets that you could plug in to go play an early prototype demo type thing of the game. It's not complete, but it has a bit of a different story, so I'll see if I can get that and record that. That could be entertaining, and we'll see what that looks like. The other thing is, what was the other one? Oh yeah, the custom maps. I don't know if there are any yet. I'll have to go look and see. Like, that'll be really cool. But they have a slot open right at the beginning. When you open Steam, it says mod or play game, and the mods will be for custom maps, and I'm really interested in seeing what kind of things come out of that. It'll of course be stressful and annoying and stuff, but we'll see. Some people were talking and having these grand ideas about how they'll go add things to the game so that your decisions actually affect the plot and stuff. I wouldn't anticipate anything major to come out of that. I don't know. I just don't expect that to actually happen, but, you know, it's interesting to see. A lot of people feel passionately about this game and are really in-depth and have found so many things. Now that I finished it, I'm going to go back. I found lots of forums that were talking about their ideas of what was happening and stuff, and I'm going to go read that now that I've actually finished it, and I'm not going to have any spoilers ruined, so that'll be interesting. And, you know, leave your comments below what you thought of the game, any ideas you have. I'm legitimately interested, and I would love to discuss them. I mean, I've had the whole damn playthrough long to talk about what I felt like was happening, so let me know. And with that, I'm going to stop. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, a like or subscribe would be amazing. With that, I'm going to stop. Y'all have a great day, and I, Mr. Blubberbutter, see you later. Bye.